there. So today is December 29th, and I am just going into my 4th week of taking a low dose of semaglutide B12. And it's been really good. I'm excited about it. I have lost a little bit more than 4.5 pounds, and in 3 weeks, and it's been great. I would say that the thing I've noticed the most probably is that I feel more relaxed about food. Like I don't feel frantic or like I have to eat something, or I don't feel guilty after I eat. I don't feel, I guess that's what other people would refer to as the food noise that you feel. Here's sort of an echo. I'm going to try and fix that. Okay, I don't know if that'll fix it, but anyway, I feel less food noise. I'm not constantly thinking about food. I'm not like, what should I? I'm just more like, I'll have some of that, but I'm trying to eat more like protein and vegetables first. And then if I have some junky stuff or whatever, like some chips or whatever, I haven't been eating as much of those things. A big issue for me was if I had to get something from a fast food place, passing up the French fries was like almost impossible. And even with this low dose, it's not impossible. I just get a sandwich or I get a wrap or I get whatever, but I don't feel like I have to have all the stuff. And I'm a little, I'm not afraid to, but like a little more like, oh, I wonder how that's going to make me feel if I eat what I used to eat. Like if I eat a cheeseburger or a quarter pounder with cheese and have some small fries with it, how am I going to feel afterwards? So that has kind of been a deterrent, which is good. And it's more healthy for me. So there you go. I happen to love vegetables, and I really love chicken and lean meats. I do like beef a lot. I do like beef, but I'm not feeling guilty about it because I'm not eating a bunch of other stuff. So I might eat some hamburger and have like a salad with it or something like that. So I'm not feeling really bad about that part right now, and I'm not shaming myself the way that I used to. Maybe because it's actually working and something's helping and I feel like I'm headed in the right direction. One of the things I don't want to do is have a lot of muscle loss. I know when you lose weight, you have some anyway. So I just started a chair yoga program to kind of get myself moving in the right direction. And then I'm going to do some strength training and walking. I'm trying not to put too much on myself, but I definitely want to be successful with this, and that's really important to me. So I'm, just doing the best things that I can. But it's working. Like before, I would lose a couple of pounds, really working my ass off to lose a couple of pounds. And then the next couple of days, I'd like gain 3 and be like, what the hell am I even doing this? You just feel defeated. So I did a lot of research, obviously, before I started this. And I am about 100 pounds overweight. I hate to even say that, but even if I lost 80 pounds, I would be really good. I'd still be okay. Like I'd be fine with losing 80 pounds, but that's still a lot of weight to lose. So, but as they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. It's a big amount of, oh my God, it's sitting in front of me. But I can only do it one day at a time, 1 week at a time. And right now I'm feeling good. I feel like the microdosing thing is going to be good for me. I don't do well with medications. I overreact to every medication I've ever taken. So if somebody has this reaction, I have this reaction. So I started on half the dose that most people start on. And most people start on like 0.25 milligrams. So I'm on 0.125 once a week. And when I need to up it, I'm not going to double the dose. I'm going to increase the injections. So I'll take 2 injections of that amount rather than 1. I'll just split it between the week, because I find at the end of the week I'm a little bit more hungry, which is not a bad thing. I'm still doing well with it, but I feel like it kind of wears off after about 3 or 4 days. I did notice today, I took the injection yesterday, like yesterday evening. Overnight, my stomach kind of hurt. Some people call it bubble guts, like churning in my stomach. I had some of that, a little bit of nausea. That's really the first time I've had that to the point where I thought, maybe I ate something bad, or, I felt like I might be able to get sick. I didn't really want to, but I sort of felt like that. I have not had to take any nausea medication, although I do have Zofran that my doctor prescribed to me in case I need it. But I haven't had to take that yet. So I started off at 254.6 pounds. And when I weighed myself yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? Anyway, I have it written down, but I was 250 even. So I lost 4.6 pounds in 3 weeks, which is good. I want my body to go, oh, that's interesting. How are we going to adjust to that? Rather than, holy shit, what are you doing to me? And do I need to rebel against this? Because that's how my body is. I know myself very well. And if I change something rapidly, it's not a good thing. I don't think it's probably a good thing for most people. But for me, it would have been a huge change, and my body, I think, would have been like really upset about it, and then it would have been a deterrent for me. So I want to just slide into this, very slowly and responsibly. And like I said, I did my homework about it. So I've been writing down everything. So here, like in my, okay. So my weight loss, I put it in the notes in my phone so that I can get to it quickly. I don't feel like I need to write a book in there, but I'm just like putting different things in there to remind myself, to let me know how I'm doing, if I'm on track. I know a lot of people either get diarrhea or constipation with this. I am more prone to constipation than diarrhea, so I've been keeping an eye on that. And if I feel like I haven't got enough, I'm using prune juice rather than anything else for now. I know later on I might need to do something else, but the prune juice for me right now is working. I love that little thumbs up. I guess if you move your hand a certain way, it does that. Anyway, who knew? All right. So I started off and I took all my measurements. I took my neck, I took my arms, I took my bust, I took like everywhere. I took all my measurements, and then I think what I'm going to do is like once a month, I'm going to redo the measurements just to see if they've changed at all. I don't want to do stuff too much because then I'll just be like too focused on it. And my goal is to not be so damn focused on my body and my weight and whatever. I just want to feel better. I want to feel like the inside me and the outside me match a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing. So let's see. So I took all these pictures of myself that make me want to cry a little bit. But it's okay. I have to really get, this is me. This is me. This is what I look like. So this is like my first picture. Okay. And then of course the lovely side view. Other way, yeah, side view. I know there's a better way to do this, but I'm not really familiar with the YouTube format. So popping pictures up and stuff, I guess I'll learn that later. And then there's this. Ugh. My weight is around my middle, mostly. So, I mean, obviously I have weight up here, but a lot of my weight is concentrated in the middle, which is very uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable in clothes. It's just uncomfortable. But, oh my goodness, let me just say this. Somebody I know on Facebook had tried these women's underwear that are like boxers. They're called Woxer, Woxer. Holy hell. They're expensive. They're like $23 a pair, but we spend a lot of money on underclothes because women get ripped off all the time. Sorry, but they do. It's ridiculous. We have tried everything to suck us in, everything to be comfortable. I can't tell you how many thousands and thousands of dollars I've spent in my lifetime trying to just be comfortable under clothes. It's ridiculous. Bras are the worst. But these are Woxers, and they are like butter. Like, I mean, obviously, if you're going to have some hot date and you want some really frilly shit underneath there, you're not going to wear these. But if you want to be comfortable all day and all night, I suggest these highly. They're wonderful. They are very soft and they're cottony and they're beautiful. And they come up high so they're not like cutting you in half. Like they come up high enough on your waist. And then they go down low enough where they go like partway down your thigh, but they don't cling to anything, and they're just so wonderfully comfortable. So during my weight loss, of course, I started out at this kind of high. I'm not going to tell you what the size was, but anyway, the highest size probably that they have. And then I'm going to go down, and I'm still going to buy those because they are amazingly good. And so there you go. Look them up on Amazon. Woxer, Woxer. You will be a happy camper. So yeah, my middle is just it makes me feel sluggish, you know? It makes me just feel like it's not good for my organs. They're all surrounded by fat, and so I really want that to be better. All right, so what I've been doing is I've been just like making little observations. So on day 2 of taking this, my observations was that my stomach was kind of gurgly during the night. Coffee tasted different because I put sweet stuff in my coffee, and I can't use really many fake sweeteners. So I use sugar or something that has sugar in it, carnation, whatever the creamer is, non-dairy creamers or whatever. And it tasted weird. Like sweet stuff tastes very different, especially right after the injection. I've noticed that day 1, 2, 3, sugar tastes kind of weird, which is good because it keeps me from eating it because I don't really want it. So that's kind of a good thing. It doesn't make it taste awful. It just tastes off, like soury or weird. Anyway, so that's been helpful. I've been eating a lot of eggs. Eggs, some cheese. I do love some cheese. I know that a lot of people will say try to stay away from dairy as much as possible, but I'm not putting that on myself right now. So I'll eat some cheese in my eggs, and have maybe a little bit of ham or turkey or something like that, and I'm good to go for hours. It's really great. And I'm not feeling sugar dive. I mean, I'm not feeling like my blood sugar is not diving, which is amazing. Like, thank God. I'm not having that at all. Now, so I'm rating bowel movements. So for those of you who've been on this, who are on this, whatever, I mean, so every day I just write. I write BM and then I give it a number. If it was really good and I feel like it did its job and what it needed to do, it's a 10. And if it was not much at all and didn't do much at all, it might be a 1 or a 0 or a 2 or a 5 or whatever. So I'm rating them so that I can keep track of that, because that's miserable when you can't go. And this medicine does like slow your system down. And so things aren't moving through as quickly. And so things can get really sluggish and whatever. I don't want that. So I am like, I'm saying if I'm trying to put like what I ate, not all day, because that's just a pain in the ass to try and do all that. So I'm not doing that. But I will write down what I had and if I felt good on it. If there's something I eat that I don't feel good about, I put that too. And then I just have the different days. Like, did I have bad symptoms? Was I okay? Smoothies. I'm going to have more smoothies. We have a Ninja, blender, and I buy the frozen fruits that are just all put together because it's so much easier. And you just pop those in there, and I do some like non-dairy, either coconut milk or coconut water or whatever. I put non-dairy stuff in it, and some ice, and you can put protein powder in if you want, whatever, and it's good. And I'm not usually a real smoothie person, but I can drink like maybe about that much, and it's good. It holds me over, and it tastes good. So let's see, and the prune juice, yeah. Like this one day was like day 13, BM 10. Finally, prune juice for 2 days. But it's helping me to keep track of what's going to help and what's not going to help and whatever. I find as I've had some headaches, and I think that I drink wine, but I try not to drink that much of it, like 1 to 2 glasses at night usually. And sometimes I get a headache, and so I've just kind of backed off on that. I don't want it quite as much. I sip it really slowly, and I don't, and I'm really kind of trying to kind of wean off of that as much as possible, just for now. Because it will help with my weight loss. And I don't know if the headaches are from the semaglutide or from being too dehydrated. I've been trying to drink like, a bunch of these a day, maybe 5 of these at least. I just try to drink all day long. But I still find myself to be dehydrated. And I'm sure like having the heat on in the house doesn't help. But I did get a humidifier for my room, which is great, and that's helping me a lot. I'm sleeping much better. I was waking up and I was so dry, and I have allergies to hay fever. So when I take my allergy medicine, it dries me out even more. So I'm just drinking a lot, and I'm using the humidifier, and that is really helping me sleep, I think. I try to do the injection in different places. So I've done my thighs, and I don't do like the middle of my stomach. I don't know why. My stomach bothers me, so I guess I do it like on the side. Pick a fold, any fold, pinch it, put the injection in. It doesn't hurt. It just feels like after you inject it, you can feel it kind of feels like a little bit of a bruise for a while. Maybe for a day or so, you can kind of feel where you injected it. And I think that's just the compound itself. It's not actually the needle. It's just you're putting stuff in there. But it's not bad. It's only a tiny amount, especially what I'm taking. Like I'm taking half the amount other people normally take. So that's good. So again, starting week 4, had the injection yesterday and have lost 4.6 pounds. So I feel good. And I'm just trying to do some other things for myself as well. Stuff for my skin. Like I said, the yoga, the chair yoga. I have bad knees because I had Osgood-Schlatter's disease when I was growing up, and my knees are very precarious. When I used to play ball, my kneecaps used to slide. Like, I actually went and talked to a doctor because I fell. Thankfully, not on my kneecap, but right below it, and I really hurt my knee and my leg. And the doctor I went to said, I had Osgood-Schlatter's as well. He goes, did your kneecap slide all the time? I'm like, yes, oh my God. Every time I played sports. And he's like, yeah, mine too. So it was really kind of good to talk to a doctor who actually understood what that was like. And you have this like knot below your kneecap when you have Osgood-Schlatter's. And if you hit that on something, the pain is like unbelievable. So some of you will know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, I have to be careful of my knees, and I do not want to get a big injury, because if I get a big injury, I'm not going to be able to exercise, and then it's really going to set me back, and I don't want to do that. So I'm being very careful. So anyway, Happy New Year, you guys. I'm going to keep posting on here. I'll post smaller videos that I've made, and then I'll post longer ones, and then eventually I'll probably do lives on here talking about it so I can interact with you. And so thanks for being here. This is all new to me. YouTube, I love YouTube, but I haven't really done anything on my channel. So I'm really happy to be here, and hope that this information helps somebody else on their journey. And I'm sure I'll learn a lot as well. Anyway, take care of you. Mwah.